first ever Omen X laptop for gamers that go to extremes. Gear up with a machine designed for total domination and engineered for gaming in stunning 4K. Equipped with the latest Intel Core processors, it gives you the power to be relentless. With a 17.3-inch diagonal screen and desktop-class graphics, you get maximum performance to be victorious anywhere. With multiple fans and large exhaust vents, heat is transferred away from critical components for dynamic overclocking. Ramp up boot times, game loading, and overall system responsiveness with optional RAID 0 SSD configurability. An RGB LED backlit mechanical keyboard lets you program each individually lit key to create customized key maps that switch seamlessly between games. With 2.5mm travel and in-key rollover, you can take out your competition with more accuracy and precision. Designed for extreme immersion, DTS Headphone X technology comes built in for surround sound experience that puts you right in the middle of the action. With the addition of a VR headset, gamers can step inside a completely immersive world for an elevated gaming experience. Single-panel access to key components makes serviceability and upgrading easy, so you won't be sidelined or held back on your road to supremacy. It has a brushed aluminum finish on an armor-like chassis. A jet fighter-like construction with hidden lift hinges ensures you're always at the ready. And with striking lighting effects and see-through window to components, others will know too. Unleash your fiercest gameplay anywhere with the extreme performance of the new Omen X laptop.
That was beast.
Game, record, and stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Hey everybody, welcome once again to the stream of the ESL India Premiership 2018 Summer Seasons Masters League, brought to you by Omen by HP, HyperX and Intel, and brought to you by Nodwin Gaming and ESL India. I'm your host Vagish Gotslebhan, and as usual we have your daily dose of Clash Royale, Counter-Strike Global Offensive and Dota 2 lined up. So without much ado, let's quickly focus on the first game at hand here, the best of 5 of Clash Royale. We have two amazing players lined up to have a showdown against each other. First of all, let's start off with Deepak Mehu Mehta. All right, well, that's Deepak Mehu Mehta, our first contender for today's best of 5 Clash Royale here. His opposition is no less in terms of skill sets, though sadly Mehu sits quite on the lower end of the standings of the Masters League. This sadly is a problem because Mehu will eventually get relegated if he continues the same way he is. His opposition in the meantime is Sushil. Alrighty then. Well, that's Sushil Abhi Shah for you, ladies and gentlemen. These two boys, Deepak Mehudi Mehta and Sushil Abhi Shah, are going to have a showdown against each other. Who's going to win? Will Mehudi be able to redeem himself, or is this going to be Sushil Abhi Shah's day after all? We'll get to know soon.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ESL India Premiership's daily stream. This is Clash Royale. Okay, this is new. I see Mehudi and Abhi playing against each other. I thought Mehudi was... Maybe this match was already done. Okay, deja vu, I guess. Anyway, so Mehudi is basically dangerously low on the leaderboards. He has to win. I don't think there is a chance for him to come back from this, right? He's right now sitting at 9 losses and 1 win. And a lot of things have to sort of align for him to retain his spot in the Masters League, which I don't really see happening. But nonetheless, he's a Masters player. He's a pro esports player, and he will want to try and win each and every single game, because not only is there money involved, but he also has to protect his pride, right? But having said that, Abhi has just taken a giant chunk of HP out of Mehudi's tower right there on the right, bringing it down to 876. That hog that he let go of did some major damage. A minute into the game, we see Mehudi making his first push with his Lava Hound. I don't think it's going to work out that well though, because Abhi has the perfect answer to this. A laser dragon, or as normies like to call it, the Inferno Dragon. I see Abhi has banned the bomb tower and Mehudi has banned the giant. I don't know why he's banned the bomb tower, excuse me. Bomber tower. Yes. Anyway, I don't know why he's banned it, because I don't think we've seen Mehudi use that quite a little, and it doesn't change the deck choices by much, right? It's only used in quite a few niche decks, and you honestly just don't expect to look at it. Oh, we see Lumberjack on the right. I think he's about to finish up Mehudi's King Tower right there, and yes he does. That's a quick first game in favor of Abhi right there, with a 3-crown convincing victory. And we'll just have to wait and see if Mehudi feels the pressure, or if he can come back from this. Let's hope he can come back from this, because otherwise it'll just be a little too boring. Yeah. Either way, let's see if we can jump into game 2 right about now. We see Sushil Abhi has changed his deck a little. Now we see a P.E.K.K.A, we see a Goblin Gang. And on Mehudi's side as well, he has switched around his decks also. We see a Rocket and a Goblin Hut and a Miner. I'm guessing this is a Miner Poison deck. Yes, it is. Which is sort of weak against what Abhi has chosen to play. It looks like a balloon-based deck with a P.E.K.K.A kicker. He is either going to have a Lava Hound or nothing, looks like. So yeah, that balloon is going straight for the tower, even though it's been interrupted by a little zap. It's going to let 2 or 3 hits off. Yeah, okay, so 1 balloon equals 1 tower, ladies and gentlemen. Like, this usually never happens. Like, balloon at the most should be, if you're defending against the balloon, right, your ideal outcome would be that the balloon would die far away from your Princess Star, and the death bomb damage also wouldn't damage you. But wow, this is like the ideal situation for the attacker right now. Like, it just destroyed the tower in one go. And to continue the pressure that Abhi has stacked on top of Mehudi, like, it hasn't even been a minute and he's lost a tower. Now we see this huge full health P.E.K.K.A making his way across the river. Well placed poison right there, getting basically all of Abhi's units, but unfortunately that P.E.K.K.A just had too much health remaining. With 3 whacks of his big iron black sword. That sounds a little too innuendoous right there. And we see Mehudi just throwing his hands up, just waving the white flag, rocketing Sushil Abhi Shah's King Tower as a sign of defeat, as a sign of surrender. And being the good sport that Abhi is, he just puts out his most powerful unit right there, the balloon, and finishes this game off quickly so that we can move on to game 3. And at this point, I have to say, like, what is happening, Mehudi? We know you're at the bottom of the leaderboard, but come on, this is almost unacceptable. How can you lose your drive like that? You're a Masters player. You've been with us for 2 years, if not longer. What is happening? Let's hope you come back from this. Now we see Mehudi playing a Hawk Cycle deck against Abhi's, I'm guessing, minor poison deck with the Goblin Hut. Let's see if I'm right. I see a Dark Prince as well. But it looks like Mehudi has the deck type advantage because he's playing a cycle deck without many other ground-based cards. He also has a freeze card. Now that's quite interesting. We do not see the Masters players use the freeze card quite often because it's just really hard to pull off, right? You need to, and not just that. Remember, it's a freeze card, right? It doesn't do any damage. You have to have other units already available on the board in order to make use of the freeze card, so that you don't take damage, but your units can in turn damage them, and quickly at that. Like if you have a minion horde or if you have an Inferno Dragon or something like that, it's really good, right? It holds the enemy units in place and it allows you to do a lot of damage in those few precious seconds that the freeze cards give you. And look at that. He used the freeze card on the tower as well as the Goblin Gang, but what's the use, right? Not much. Okay, so unfortunately, sorry, not unfortunately, it's just sad. It's not unfortunate. I don't see Mehudi coming back from this. Either he's getting completely outplayed or he's just lost the will to play like the pro he used to be. But we see Abhi taking full advantage of this and just not let up on the pressure. There's no mercy coming out from Abhi here. He just wants to finish this game, get done with it, maybe get a 3-crown win in the process so that nobody can argue his superiority over Mehudi. So yeah, the Minion Horde as well as Dark Prince is going to finish off that Princess Star in record time. And we see Mehudi again waste a fireball off to the side. I guess, is that a sign of surrender as well? I guess it is. There we go. 3-0 clean victory for Abhi right there. Another 3-crown victory in this matchup. And yeah. Yep. Congratulations, Sushil, for winning this best of 5. And Mehudi, what is going on, man? Like, this is just pathetic. I mean, let me just confirm his production again. Since Mehudi is in the bottom of the leaderboard and he's lost 9 games, he's lost 10 games. This is the 10th game that he's lost. So he's played all 11. He's won 1 and he's lost 10. That means he's just out of the Masters League right there. He's going to be replaced by fresh blood coming in from the Challenger League for next season. But damn, we have like 20 days to go for the end of the summer season, and we already know that someone is going to get kicked out. That's got to be disheartening. Yeah. So anyway, that's it for Clash Royale for today. This has been Manoj Super Gola casting for you. And I'm going to hand you guys back to the studio so that they can, segue into some awesome CSGO and Dota 2 action. And I guess that's it. Goodbye, folks.
This is the first ever Omen X laptop for gamers that go to extremes. Gear up with the machine designed for total domination and engineered for gaming in stunning 4K. Equipped with the latest Intel Core processors, it gives you the power to be relentless. With a 17.3-inch diagonal screen and desktop-class graphics, you get maximum performance to be victorious anywhere. With multiple fans and large exhaust vents, heat is transferred away from critical components for dynamic overclocking. Ramp up boot times, game loading, and overall system responsiveness with optional RAID 0 SSD configurability. An RGB LED backlit mechanical keyboard lets you program each individually lit key to create customized key maps that switch seamlessly between games. With 2.5mm travel and in-key rollover, you can take out your competition with more accuracy and precision. Designed for extreme immersion, DTS Headphone X technology comes built in for surround sound experience that puts you right in the middle of the action. With the addition of a VR headset, gamers can step inside a completely immersive world for an elevated gaming experience. Single-panel access to key components makes serviceability and upgrading easy, so you won't be sidelined or held back on your road to supremacy. It has a brushed aluminum finish on an armor-like chassis. A jet fighter-like construction with hidden lift hinges ensures you're always at the ready. And with striking lighting effects and see-through window to components, others will know too. Unleash your fiercest gameplay anywhere with the extreme performance of the new Omen X laptop.
That was beast.
Game, record, and stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Welcome back to the stream of the ESL India Premiership 2018, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Summer Season Masters League, and we just got done with Clash Royale here today, and now we are going to head off into our second game. We have an interesting lineup of teams here. Both teams are pretty adept at what they do, that is play excellent Counter-Strike, considering both of them are in the Masters League in the first place. Let's start with the first team here, ATE Gaming. All right, then, that's Kappa, Ritz, and Gang there. One of the, how would I say, conditioned, experienced teams of the Masters League here in the ESL India Premiership. They're going to be facing down their opposition from across the border. I'm talking about Portal Esports from Pakistan. Alrighty then, our neighboring country features a very strong team when it comes to Counter-Strike Global Offensive, the League German. They are pretty renowned in the country already for their skill sets in game. Will they be able to continue performing the same way, or is this going to be a different kind of a day where Kappa and gang put a stop to that winning streak PES has? We'll get to know soon.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESL India Premiership. We're well underway with the first season of the Masters League. And today's game is going to be played between ATE Gaming and Portal Esports. Now, ATE Gaming, they've been on a wild run of form. They've just demolished every opponent that's come their way. And we do have a technical timeout right out the gates because it seems like one player from ATE Gaming has timed out. That's a bit unfortunate. Looks like Ritz has timed out. It is the pistol round, the first round. So as I was saying, ATE Gaming, they've been going absolutely bananas recently. Like, the just sheer explosive firepower that players like, Hellfighter and Deathmaker are bringing to the table is just off the charts. Today, it seems Hellfighter is not going to be playing, and instead standing in will be the one, the only Buster. So let's see if that changes the dynamic of this well-oiled fragging machine. It is going to be played on Cash. Thank God, no Mirage or Inferno. And on the other side, Portal Esports. Now, they've had, they have ping issues, and that is to be expected because they are playing from Pakistan. And routing from Pakistan is pretty piss poor, to be very honest, to all Indian servers. And it is an Indian tournament, so, it's in the rules. You can't really help it. And I like this really interesting strat coming out from Portal Esports. They're boosting 3 players up towards mid. They get spotted out immediately by Ryder. They have mid control, so they can swing towards the B bomb side. But Ritz is playing back of checkers. Will it be Molotov'd out? There's no Molotov. This can get very hairy for the team. But Ritz, oh my god, getting just instantly annihilated. That B defense just crumbling under the sheer weight of numbers. But Kappa, he gets one headshot onto Feint. It's a 2v3 now. The bomb will get planted, but HSB and Trans, it all comes down to them. HSB with the P250. He's the raid boss. Doesn't matter. Kappa, what a god tier shot from him. He's going absolutely bananas. 4K for him. Kappa, the beast, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Just putting his team on his shoulders and carrying them across the finish line in this pistol round. Glorious fragging from him. Headshots for days. And ATE secure the pistol round with just 2 casualties. That was a beautiful display of power and domination by the boys from ATE Gaming. Okay, Portal Esports with the force by... Oh no, they're not going to force because they did get the bomb plant down. So they're just going to go in with upgraded pistols. HSB foregoing the Deagle this time, sticking with the CZ. But Pokemonster, his Deagle is... Well, it's the stuff of legends. It's the stuff of myth. And it is not going to be of much use because Ritz is just going to decapitate him with the utmost ease. It's like a master barber just handing out scalpings left, right and center. Ritz opening things up, man advantage to ATE. Well, Portal, now they're in a bit of a bind. What can they do? They do have the man disadvantage going in on this, and it looks like it is going to be an A-hit. Ryder and Deathmaker waiting with guns held high, and there we go. Deathmaker gets the opening kill, gets the second, does get taken down, but there's Ryder in support, does get the trade and pulls out the USP, switches to the FAMAS. Should stick the reload. It's just HSB alone in a 1v4. Doesn't look like he can get much done at this point. But he's going to try and do as much economic damage as possible. There we go. HSB getting taken down by Ritz. Excuse me, I have a really bad cold. Alright, ATE securing the first 2 rounds with relative ease. And now Portal Esports bring out the big guns. The AK-47s are out. They're very light on utility though, so they will have to rely on their sheer raw fragging power to see this round of Kappa towards the B bomb set. He was an absolute beast in the pistol round. Can he channel it yet again? Oh my god, everybody's blind. He's gonna funnel them into one little corridor. And Kappa will get one, will get two, does get traded out, but there's still Buster left to contend with on the B bomb side. Buster will get the kill onto Criminal. He's still chilling on towards the B bomb side. The smoke is allowing him some freedom of movement. Spots out Feint, dinks him, but it's just the UMP at the headshot angle, not really doing him any favors. But he is Deathmaker, and he is hungry. He's gotten the bomb down. That is going to be devastating. And Feint so very low. And there we go. Deathmaker gets that kill, will upgrade to the AK-47. There's 3 rounds on the board, on the trot for ATE Gaming. Yes, that last round came down, well, to the wire. But now, Portal Esports, they have to eco yet again. They can go for upgraded pistols. They'll be on the 4th round loss bonus. So that means they're going to get around $2,900. But it is going to be at the most an armor pistol or just upgraded pistols in this case. And that MP9 and that UMP can do some serious farming. And ATE can be right back where they started and replenish their economy. I really like that smoke that Kappa is doing. It's a very good smoke. And whoa, Pokemonster. Alrighty then. Ritz getting deleted off the server. Pokemonster, finally that deagle does come alive and does ring loud and proud across the map and the server. That's going to split the defense. Deathmaker spotting out a player towards A mains. He's going to smoke it off. Throws in a nade for good measure. HSB is going to deftly avoid that. Both players are just trying to catch someone or the other through the spam. Deathmaker's playing on the edge of that smoke. Sorry, HSB. He's going to get punished for his, well, over-eagerness to get that frag. And now Criminal, he's going to be walking up mid. Ryder is going to spot him. He's going to try and spray him down, but it is going to be Kappa who gets the kill. In the meantime, Deathmaker has gotten another and another. Deathmaker already on a 3k trance, the last player left alive. He's just playing patiently, hoping for an over-eager push, but it doesn't seem like it's going to come from ATE Gaming. ATE Gaming playing a very patient and disciplined game, something that I haven't seen from them in a very long time. And Trance, he's going to just come peeking around the corner, and Ryder is going to put him 6 feet under. This is just a vulgar display of power coming out from ATE Gaming, and Portal Esports seem to have no answer for the setup that ATE Gaming is putting up round after round. I mean, this is going to be the round. HSB with the AWP, everybody else with the armor and AK. Trans, though, foregoing the head armor. Not a big fan, considering the fact that there's just a single AK on the ATE side. I would expect Trans to go for the Galil and the head armor instead of, well, just the armor and no helmet with the AK-47. Makes him very vulnerable to fire. But the op out onto HSB, it's always been a very dangerous opper. This is going to be the round, but look at that aggression coming out from Ritz. But that smoke will be a giveaway, but there is a gap. Feint getting spotted from underneath, but that's information relayed that there's someone who's pushed up A main, and Ritz is going to do the smart thing and he's going to fall back. Pop flash for B mains. Oh, perfect pop flash, and Buster peeks out, gets 2 kills. Easy as they come. Both the AWP and Trans without the head armor falling prey to that single spray down. Criminal. They're going to do that again, or nope, they're just going to smoke it off. Criminal has retrieved the AWP, and he's going to try and make something happen. It's a 3v5, and Portal Esports just look at 6s and 7s. There's just nothing they can do to stymie the flow of frags that are going ATE's way. This is getting worrisome, actually. If I were Portal, I'd start to worry. Deathmaker spots out 2 players towards mid. That's going to be a lot of information conveyed, considering that there's only 3 players left alive. And we do have Pokemonster, who is making his way up A main. But I don't think there's anyone peeking him from quads. And yeah, it does look like Portal are headed back towards the B-bomb site. It's going to be a weary pilgrimage back there, because that's where they lost their 2 players, Trans and HSB. And Buster is lying in wait right underneath Wentz. He's hearing all of this, relaying the message. And he's... What do heck? He's just going to annihilate them with the UMP. 4K for Buster with nothing but a UMP. That is glorious fragging from Buster. So much money he mints, and that too on a buy round. And again, Portal Esports reduced to nothing but an armor pistol buy. And again, Buster can farm up money with the UMP. This man is just channeling his inner Grim Reaper at this moment. Both Deathmaker and Buster. Even Kappa chiming in with a lot of frags. Ryder and Ritz have had very little to do, to be honest. Like, their bomb site hasn't really been hit, and Ryder is playing that floater role, but it is going to be a fast play towards mid. Both Kappa and Buster need to be careful. Buster this time does get the opening pick. He gets another, so low on HP, but now it's going to come down to Kappa. He will pick up Criminal, and he's hearing Trans make his way up towards the bomb site, gets the kill. Pokemonster getting spotted out, really doesn't need to peek. And Pokemonster, he's boxed in, he's cornered. He's getting flashed, he's getting mowed down by Ritz, and that's just all she wrote for PES that round. ATE with a tactical timeout. I mean, why not, right? You're 6-0 up. You don't want to let your foot off the pedal. You're just going to make sure that Portal Esports come away with nothing. They are on max loss bonus. HSB again out with the AWP. No head armor. That's okay. He has the AWP. That's a viable buy. But Feint, I think, yeah, he'll be buying up utility very, very soon. HSB has forgone the utility in favor of the AWP. But he needs to step it up. 3 players on Portal Esports sitting on 1 frag apiece. For a team that is renowned throughout the region for their crazy fragging ability, that is just uncalled for and unexpected, to be very honest. On the flip side, ATE are just killing it. Like, it's like they're not even feeling Hellfighter's absence, who has been their standout performer alongside Deathmaker throughout this Masters division. Kappa, pop a fast smoke, make his way towards Checkers, but that flashbang is going to throw him for a little bit of a curveball. He's going to pop flash himself out. Doesn't really spot anything. But again, shaping up to be an early B hit by the looks of it. HSB being boosted up to mark the mid player in case there are any players cheeky enough to go there. And that is going to be Ritz, and he is going to fall by the wayside. Buster falling back into the bomb set. Double Molotov. They're going to just brute force their way through it. And whoa, finally, some signs of life from the boys over at Portal Esports. Criminal with the longest spray of his lifetime does get the kill, and that's going to leave Ryder all alone. Ryder will get the kill with the AWP, and he should be falling back. He should try and look to save that op, because even though ATE have won 6 rounds in a row, well, yeah, they have enough money for another buy. Ryder, Deathmaker, in fact, sitting on $13,400. So, but still, saving an op is always a good thing. It's a $4,750 investment that you want to be taking into as many rounds as possible. And Ryder, he's just going to grab himself some exits and pad some IR. 3 players left on Portal, and they really can't afford to commit to this hunt any further. They don't necessarily have the money for it. In fact, yeah, they do not. They need to save all 3 rifles going into the next round. Otherwise, well, they're going to have a stretched buy, and ATE will be in an even better position to immediately hard reset them. Like I said, Ryder, he doesn't need to worry. He can drop that AWP over. He is a pretty potent opper himself, and everyone else can buy for themselves, and it is indeed what is going to be happening. Deathmaker sitting on a literal treasure trove of money. Should be dropping something over towards Ritz, but I think he prefers his M4A1S Hot Rod. Such a beautiful gun that, unfortunately, the M4A1S has dropped from the meta, no longer as prevalent as it once was. And I think Portal Esports have figured out the fact that fast plays seem to work for them, and not the slow, turtly, defaulty setups that they've been going for so far. But again, it looks like Portal Esports are in no mood to hasten the pace. Ryder playing a very dangerous game. I think Trans did hear him and spotted out this, top of his dome. Needs to be careful. Needs to be very, very careful. Even with their decent nest egg, it is inadvisable for the CTs to lose multiple rounds on the trot, because that economy is extremely difficult to maintain on the CT side, and it has this tendency of disappearing without a moment's notice. you know, if you just lose a couple of rounds. And it's very difficult, to be very honest. Alright, looks like it's going to be shaping up to be another B hit. Kappa trying to do everything to hold off the players as they walk their way into the bomb site. But Kappa, he's unaware. He thinks that smoke is a wall and that no one's going to peek through it. And Trans and... well, Trans picking up 2 quick kills. Ryder will have to fall back off Heaven. And the bomb does get planted. It is a 4v3. Should ATE just call for the save right now, or will they be brave enough to go for that retake? It's getting spotted. Ryder gets HSB. Ryder gets faint. My God, Ryder! What is he doing? He's channeling his inner simple. In the meantime, Criminal on the flank. He is going to get Ryder. No, he's not. Ryder somehow managing to get his way out of that, and Criminal not even managing to land a single kill. And somehow ATE just come away with that round. That was looking extremely unlikely. A 4v3 post plant. Good positioning on the post plants as well from Portal Esports. But Ryder channeling his inner simple, just unleashing the beast within, just digs ATE out of a hole and, well, sees them across the finish line. Right, Ryder with the AWP. The cross has been smoked off. And Portal Esports, I don't know what their game plan is, but it clearly isn't working. And yeah, that ping on Trans is going to be worrying. 331. However, to be noted, Trans was the top fragger in the server against EOT on this very map with similar ping. And HSB does get Ryder. Trans, he's just biding his time. Does have a UMP, can't really engage at the long ranges. The pop flash his way in. Kappa, again, trying to do his very best to stay alive. Just going to be playing on the edge of the smoke. You know, he's going to make his life count for as much as possible, for as long as possible. The smoke is fading. He needs to be careful. Trans has moved his way into the bomb site. It doesn't matter. Oh, Kappa doing a lot of damage, but unable to find the kills. That's going to be difficult. And Buster, good for one, but immediately getting traded out. Not really ideal. Again, it's a 2v3 retake situation. Criminal and HSV with the AWP. And Ritz just about making his way back towards CT. But then bomb is yet to go down. Horrible flashbang. Bomb down. This is atrocious counter-strike from Portal Esports. And ATE Gaming, they're just making a meal of things. They're just toying with Portal Esports right now. Elementary mistakes coming in. Poor flashbang for the cross. And whoa, HSB with the fast op from the west. And he's going to get the final kill as well. HSB this time bailing out his team and putting a much needed round on the board for Portal Esports. Well, again, it shouldn't matter because both Ryder and Deathmaker have enough money to drop guns for their teammates. Which is going to be Kappa and Buster. And I think FAMAS's will get dropped very, very soon. Or M4s, depending on what, you know, these players are feeling like. Yeah, it is going to be M4s that's going to get dropped. And Buster, he's just taken one for the team. He's told Ryder, nah fam, you go for the op. I'm just going to be CZing up in this. And Buster, he's going to be playing up close and personal. Pokemonster spotting him out. He needs help from Ritz. That pop flash, he catches himself. And Buster gonna get taken down fairly early on into the round. And that's gonna mean that Portal Esports finally have a man advantage going into this round. But look at where Kappa's playing from. He is being so enterprising. Spots out Criminal. Mows him down. A very smart Molotov from Kappa. That actually does damage to players going into vents. And it's gonna allow, well, ATE to reposition themselves towards the A and the B bomb site. And look at this aggression, Deathmaker and Ritz, and they have bombed down. This is happening way too often. HSB having to bail out his teammates with the AWP. Spots out Deathmaker's dome, but Ritz is up top. Will they be expecting it? It's going to be a double team. Immediately getting traded out there, HSB. And now Pokemonster, he's got one kill, but they know exactly where he's playing from. They've done the economic damage here, Portal Esports, but it's not like their money is anything to write home about. They get reset. They're going to have to go in for a double eco, and ATE Gaming can make up that lost economy with SMG buys and just, you know, mowing down their opposition, because it doesn't look like ATE Gaming are in any mood to, you know, to be, what's it called, forgiving. They are relentless. They are ruthless. And they are definitely #winning. Okay then. ATE Gaming, as ruthless as they come. Ryder, he can just mop up kills left, right and center. There we go, he gets one. Pokemonster up on boost, he's been spotted out. Down goes Trans. Pokemonster's gonna eat a face full of flashbang. Doesn't matter, Ritz will clean up shop with that AK-47. Unfortunate there that the SMGs weren't able to get that many kills. But it's not over yet. They can easily farm some money this round as well. They know it's gonna be a hard eco this time. And Ryder, why would you go for the AWP against pistols? See, okay, now I don't mind Ryder going for the AWP, but against pistols, it's not the best option in my opinion. I would have much rather he'd stuck with the MP9 and just continued on mowing down opposition one after the other as they peaked. Ryder, the AWP, beautiful flashbang. And here's Daddy Buster with the MP9 Mega Fragathon. He's gonna just line them up and mow them down. He does get taken down, but it's just the MP9 that gets lost. He's gotten his money back basically. 2 kills with it, $50 deficit. Throw that in with the win bonus. It's definitely ending in the green. And 10-2 in favor of ATE Gaming. This was not what I was expecting, ladies and gentlemen. Portal Esports, yes, they've had a slightly poor run of form of late, but you know, they're Portal Esports. They've beaten Entity. They've beaten some of the best teams in the country. They gave Invictus a run for their money. But somehow towards the flag end of the league, they seem to have run out of steam. Their sales are flaccid. And ATE Gaming have found new momentum towards the latter stages of the tournament. And they mean business, dear viewers. They have just completely annihilated opponent after opponent, map after map, winning them all with single digits to their opponents. And Buster needs to be careful. There is a player, HSB, who's been boosted up into vents. Was not expecting Buster to be so far forward. And Buster, he's going to be rattling off a few shots in the smoke. Kappa gets another kill onto Trans. And it's all falling apart for the boys in green. There we go. Criminal does get the kill. He's the last player staying alive. And Ritz is just going to peek out in the nick of time. And just clean as a guillotine from the French Revolution, chop Criminal's head off his shoulders. 11-2 in favor of ATE Gaming. And Portal Esports have literally shown that they have no idea how to deal with this ATE CT side on cash. They've looked clueless. They've looked, you know, they've just looked defeated from, I think, the 6th round onwards. And I'm not having a go at them. They're a very good team, which is why I expect more from them. And again, it's going to be a fast play towards the A-bomb side by the looks of it. Deathmaker, he hears the squeaky play. The players come streaming out, but Deathmaker, he's not in any mood to be trifled with. He throws down the precautionary Molotov, and he's just going to lay waste to the entire team. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's the ace for Deathmaker. Eco ace doesn't matter. An ace is an ace. That is going to be looking pretty on his player profile. Will we see a 13-2 half? Now, see, the reason I expect more from Portal Esports is that I've seen what they're capable of. They have dispatched off with some of the best teams in the country with ridiculous ease. And I just find it... I'm just astonished that they have lost so much momentum this late on into the tournament when everything is at stake. Deathmaker, he spots the barrel of Criminal's gun. He knows that there's an op in Squeaky. And Criminal, he's just gonna get mowed down by Ritz. Ritz is just like, wallhack time. And Criminal is not meant for this world much longer. HSB playing right beside, well, Mazel Box. Not gonna be finding much luck. And in the meantime, Buster, he's gonna find Pokemonster. But HSB replies quickly with a frag onto Ritz. That means the man disadvantage is still just limited to 1. HSB gets Ryder as well, but in the meantime, Buster finds 2, and now it's all down to Mr. HSB. There is a flank coming in. Buster has bomb control. He doesn't need to peek. HSB is cornered. He's boxed. He's like an animal cornered. But that's when everybody's at their most dangerous. HSB's getting naded. He's getting smoked off. Needs to reposition quickly. And look where Buster is. Oh my god, HSB throwing caution to the wind. Goes out YOLO, and ATE Gaming with pleasure sign HSB's death warrant. Well, what a first half of Counter-Strike this has been, dear viewers. It is just such a grotesque and vulgar display of power from ATE Gaming coming out. And Portal Esports have had no reply. They've got no contingency plans whatsoever. And now is the time. Portal really need to win this pistol round if they want to have any chance of staying in this game. And that's not all. They not only have to win this pistol round, they also have to win almost every round subsequently that comes their way. And Pokemonster marking mid. Ryder, I think, has been boosted up. Pokemonster spots out Ryder. Does take some damage, unable to return any. And it looks like ATE Gaming might be favoring an A fake B hit. 2 players in A main. The bomb is towards B mains, and there is a player that's rich towards mid. Let's see if, they can pull it off. There's the smoke. Will this peel off any players or any rotations? They haven't really showed themselves towards B. Trans spotting out Kappa towards A main. Oh my god, Trans getting dinked down to 3 HP almost instantaneously. And now the players towards B mains are slowly but surely creeping up. And HSB, he's rotating at the worst possible moment. Feint spots out 3 players. Hasn't seen the bomb, but HSB from the CT position delivering yet again. Can he get more kills? Deathmaker. That was one hell of a tapathon. And now it's all down to Ryder in a 1v3. Bombs down out in the middle of nowhere in the B bomb site. Looking highly unlikely that Ryder will be able to clutch this out, but never let anything... Never put anything past Ryder. He is very, very low, but does have a P250 to work with. But it is a 1v3, and it doesn't look like Ryder will be able to do it this time around. Ryder is checking Jacob box. He's aware that someone might be there. Oh, he looks away at the worst possible moment. But doesn't matter. HSB will secure his 4K. Gets the headshot onto Ryder, and that's the 3rd round on the board for Portal Esports. And immediately we see, well, Portal Esports buying up the weaponry, M4 out onto HSB, 3 UMPs, and Criminal will go with the FAMAS. On the flip side, ATE will be forcing into this round, and I hope HSB have a plan for this anti-force, because ATE have this uncanny knack of winning force buys left, right, and center. Ryder, he's going to be ecoing for the AWP. That's a very smart move on his part, while the rest of his team will be going for just the pistols. Oh, Pokemonster getting tagged down to 82 points of health. Ritz just playing the edge of that smoke. He's going to fall back, do the smart thing. No need to over-aggress, no need to over-commit. Trans playing the railings of heavens towards the A bomb site. Criminal in support from underneath at forklift. And again, it looks like it's going to be a fast play towards the A bomb site. They're just going to go bursting out YOLO. And that means Trans and Criminal will have a difficult task of holding it down, but Trans, what? I'm a bit confused. There we go. He does get the kill. It's a 2v4. Kappa. Oh, how unfortunate. Kappa had to go get the bomb. And now he's in an almost impossible situation. Just 12 bullets. And Buster does find another frag. Buster from the A bomb site brings it down to a 2v2. And somehow... Wait, HSB, has he timed out? I think HSB may have timed out. Buster hasn't even spotted him. And Feint, he's going to try and protect his teammate at all costs. There we go. He does get the kill. Now it's down to a 1v1 essentially because, well, HSB has timed out. And Kappa, He's playing towards red connector, red cons. On the A bomb site, he's hearing this whole thing. He's going to just play ring around the rosies with feint. And spots out feint. There we go, gets the kill. And HSB, unfortunately, does seem to have timed out. And from nowhere, ATE Gaming pick up that round. And now we will see a pause coming in. Going to be waiting for HSB to join back into the server. So let's just talk about what ATE Gaming have been doing. They have been, well, they've been toying with the emotions of their opponents for quite a while now. Look at that. Look at the frag distribution on the team. Apart from Ryder, everyone, 11, 16, 16, 17, 17 from the bottom up. And to be honest, it's not like Ryder hasn't been fragging. It's just that frags haven't come his way. And people have been consistently hitting the B bomb site. And he's been playing mid. He's been playing the floater and the rotator. And it's just, you know, some roles you don't get to frag that much. On the flip side, well, Portal Esports, they just look lost. They just look completely bewildered as to how to break this stranglehold that ATE has on this match and map. And it looks like ATE Gaming are just going to run away with it because Portal Esports will have to force into this round. We're just going to be waiting for, well, HSB to join back into the server. And hopefully it doesn't take much longer. Well, guys, I'll be back after a short break as soon as, well, okay, we're not going to go for the break. HSB is back. The curse of the commentator works everywhere. Well, we're just going to have to wait for his money to get reset because he just has $800. So he's going to need, he bought down to $50. He's going to have $1,450. So he needs the money. So admin's just going to be fixing his money in a bit. So stay tuned, folks. We'll be back very, very shortly. I'm just going to go mute my mic and cough my lungs out because I have a very, very bad cold. Okay then, the money seems to have been reset for HSB. Everything is a go. And well, ATE Gaming, they have been absolutely phenomenal this map. And remains to be seen if Portal Esports have anything left in the gas can to give into this game. We know that they are a resilient bunch. We know that, you know, they don't give up very easy. But against such tremendous odds, anyone would be, well, a bit intimidated. Trans with the UMP, Criminal playing up close and personal for Squeaky, and Criminal just gonna get annihilated up close and personal. But Trans, he is good for one frag, but that's all he can manage. Deathmaker, well, Buster is gonna bust Pokemonster's head wide open. HSB is gonna fall to Kappa, and that's gonna leave it all down to feint. And by the looks of it, 4v1 retake on the A bomb side with nothing but the UMP looking highly unlikely. And Rates, my god, what a pre-fire from him. Down goes feint, match and map point for ATE Gaming, and this is the end, folks. This has to be. Unless, again, Portal Esports can pull a bunny out of the hat and go absolutely bananas. This is looking extremely unlikely for them. And credit where credit is due, ATE Gaming. What a phenomenal game of Counter-Strike you have showed us on Cash. And I think this may be, well, there's a lesson to be learned here for all the other teams in the Masters division. Don't trifle with ATE Gaming on Cash. They've shown it time and time again that they are by far the most dominant force on this map in this series. And you do not mess with them. Look at that. Just immediate decapitation. HSB now holding the line with his Deagle, his legendary Deagle. But I don't think even that's going to help them at this point. Nope, it's not. Buster just going to mow him down. And down goes Trans. That's 16-3. ATE Gaming just completely annihilating Portal Esports. And, well, the boys from ATE go marching on. That's all from my side, guys. This is Fetch signing off. Do remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell icon for daily amazing ESL India Premiership action in Clash Royale, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and DOTA 2.
This is the first ever Omen X laptop for gamers that go to extremes. Gear up with the machine designed for total domination and engineered for gaming in stunning 4K. Equipped with the latest Intel Core processors, it gives you the power to be relentless. With a 17.3-inch diagonal screen and desktop-class graphics, you get maximum performance to be victorious anywhere. With multiple fans and large exhaust vents, heat is transferred away from critical components for dynamic overclocking. Ramp up boot times, game loading, and overall system responsiveness with optional RAID 0 SSD configurability. An RGB LED backlit mechanical keyboard lets you program each individually lit key to create customized key maps that switch seamlessly between games. With 2.5mm travel and in-key rollover, you can take out your competition with more accuracy and precision. Designed for extreme immersion, DTS Headphone X technology comes built in for surround sound experience that puts you right in the middle of the action. With the addition of a VR headset, gamers can step inside a completely immersive world for an elevated gaming experience. Single panel access to key components makes serviceability and upgrading easy, so you won't be sidelined or held back on your road to supremacy. It has a brushed aluminum finish on an armor-like chassis. A jet fighter-like construction with hidden lift hinges ensures you're always at the ready. And with striking lighting effects and see-through window to components, others will know too. Unleash your fiercest gameplay anywhere with the extreme performance of the new Omen X laptop.
That was beast.
Game, record, and stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
All right, welcome back to the studio edition of the ESL India Premiership 2018 Summer Seasons Masters League, brought to you by Omen by HP, HyperX and Intel, and presented to you by Nordwind Gaming and ESL India. Now, after Counter-Strike Global Offensive and, of course, the first game, Clash Royale, we have our final game for the day, DOTA 2, lined up for you guys. We have two interesting and strong teams lined up here. We have, first of all, Team Nefarious. Alrighty then, that's Team Nefarious there. A pretty interesting team. Pretty interesting and eclectic picks there when it comes to drafting phase. They're going to be facing off against the current second position holder, Signify. All right, the boys in black there, Signify, ladies and gentlemen, currently sitting second in the position board, the standing board of the ESL India Premiership Summer Seasons Masters League there. Is this going to be a Signify day where they signify the victory, or is it going to be a very nefarious victory for the lads there, for Lips of Angel and gang there? We'll get to know soon enough when we head off into the game now.
Alright folks, welcome back to ESL India Premiership Summer Season. My name is Floki, joining me is Vivek. We are bringing you Signify versus Nefarious. How's it going, Vivek?
It is going well in Signify. They are looking near unbeatable.
They have been unbeatable, I think.
Yeah.
Except for ROG, I think they won every game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, no team in the Masters League has yet offered any real contest against them, with the exception of RG Titans. I've also noticed that they seem to be playing their off-stream games with Pasol.
Oh yeah, they are indeed playing the off-stream games with Pasol. And Pasol, I mean, he's been looking good, in fact, on his position 5. Doesn't seem to have rusted one bit.
Oh yeah.
Always, despite not playing...
Pasol is trying hard a lot in his solo queue games. I know that he's climbed at least a good 200, 300 ranks. And Nefarious, they're going to pick up the techies. And I don't know, as soon as I saw that techies pick up, I heard a loud slapping noise.
Game.
Huh?
It's gonna be a 50-minute game.
No.
It's gonna be a 2-hour game.
So, you know, I mean, like, you think about techies and you think about his mines. Sentries deal with the mines that pierce spell immunity. Wait. Sentries deal with the... I don't know which ones pierce spell immunity.
So, it's the red mines are proximity mines that get revealed only when you're close to them. And the green mines, that is the remote mines, get revealed with sentry wards.
Yeah.
So
which ones pierce spell immunity? I think the remote mines.
Yeah, I think the proximity mines, in fact, not the remote mines.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It is the proximity mines. But both mines are really easy to deal with. Can I tell you, proximity mines, you walk, you hear that sound, stop. You see the mine, if you're a ranger,
you turn back. You just turn back.
No, you hit it. You can just...
No, but so sometimes this is what good techies do, right? They plant mines in such a way that you can't immediately see them. And even if you do immediately see them, it's kind of hard to click on them because there are like a lot of surrounding structures, like trees and stuff.
There's no such thing as a good techies player. It's just techies, man.
I have played with a friend of mine who literally carried me on techies in a 2-hour game that I had no business winning. Like, I was done. I literally left my PC. And I'm like, you know what, man? You're playing all by yourself. I'm done with this game. I'm losing my cool. And he actually ended up carrying. I came back and I'm like, oh, we won this game.
Yeah, I think there are a couple of heroes in Dota which are just broken as concepts. I mean, you can put the best minds in the world, and two heroes, both starting with the letter T, will just make these best minds of Dota look massively stupid. The Tinker and the Techies.
Oh, yeah.
They just like
boy.
no matter how good I lane so well. I got my blink dagger at 9 minutes. We took Roshan at 13 minutes. All of that is meaningless. There's a techies or a tinker in the opposite team.
The thing about both of these heroes is that they narrate a very specific play style to play against. So whenever you're against the techies, you always have to play in such a way that you have to clump up together. You have to make sure you carry sentries around. And you need to make sure you don't stray out too far forward, because Techies has a lot of burst damage that needs to be respected, in fact. He can drop a remote mine and he can drop a suicide and he deals an upwards of 1000 damage every single fight. That's even more than a lion with a maxed out finger of death. Just to give you a perspective on how strong Techies is as, say, a position 4. But the problem is Techies needs levels, and time and again we have seen that that's where you get the problem if you're the techies player.
There are ways to deal with him. The proximity mines, pick up the Nature's Prophet, just send your treants over him. Pick up something like the Naga Siren, send your illusions over those proximity mines. I mean, I personally think that most proximity mines can easily be dealt with just by a ranged hero. The remote mines, once again, you can have level 3 necro books and just bring down those remote mines all by yourself. See, the thing about techies is if you aren't a coordinated team, if you're in a pub, that hero looks godlike. But we've seen which tournament was it? Epicenter?
Yeah, Yabza, Secret, Techie.
So Techie had a 0% win rate. I think it was Yapso and Z Freak that played them in 2 games in total. And both those games, I mean, Yapso literally did squat on the techies. Yeah, and I think I mean, so I'm
the
also
conventional. So that's the problem with techies, right? The conventional rules and knowledge of Dota don't apply to techies. Right. That's why he's such a different hero. That's why Slack's got 5k. I mean, he's such a great techies player, but otherwise he's not that. I mean, in all honesty, no disrespect to Slacks, he's still 5k. But if it weren't for techies, would he really be there? It's hard to say. I don't think he would, in all honesty. So techies. Okay. He's a whole different ball game.
Yeah,
you can't apply the rules of.
I think what I want to bring up, I mean, we've casted Nefarious versus Signify, AD versus Signify. It's how these teams are drafting versus Signify. Honestly, I'm not a fan. So, look, there are 2 ways at looking at these picks: the techies pick and the Arc Warden pick that we saw AT pick up. Okay, this is your pocket strat. This is what you're trying. But more than anything, I feel that these teams are like, guys, we're going to lose this game. Let's just try something different. As an Indian team, you're not getting the opportunity to scrim versus Signify.
Oh, yeah.
You aren't getting the opportunity to scrim versus Signify. So look at this as a scrim and try your hardest.
Exactly. Like if you don't, you're not going to try now, you'll never be able to understand what signifies chinks in the armor. And you'll never be able to play. So why pick techies? Pick a proper hero, lose, but at least learn.
So, techies could be the pick, but it just feels to me, Floki, that these teams are not coming with a game plan versus Signify. They're like, let's just play
Dota.
Yeah, let's just try something.
I mean, they just pick up heroes and they think that Signify is going to like roll over.
I haven't seen a team which has come with a game plan versus Signify. The one exception I will point out is Kali's versus ROG, where Kali seem to have some sort of a game plan versus the ROG Titans. And that's why I respect Kali's. They've tried. They tried what they had in mind. I want to see other teams do that more often versus Signify.
Yeah, they do.
I know the council will. Because although the council might seem to pick up weird heroes in quotes, they have a game plan.
Yeah.
This
offlane out spirit. Yeah. Maybe a 70-minute game, but Jin makes that hero work.
Exactly. Can we take a look at what this techies is doing?
The techies is smoking up with his teammates.
So he's taking his first point in Suicide Squad. See, this is Blast Off. Sorry.
A Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
It used to be the spell name before.
Okay.
Now it's different. It used to be Suicide Squad Attack because that's what they did. They killed themselves, but they dealt a bunch of damage in an area. But now it's Blast Off because techies somehow gets rocket propellers up on his feet, jumps into the air, and loses half his HP and does a bunch of damage to you. Well, Negi, he's going to be in the safe lane, so it looks like Signify are running an aggressive tri-lane up top here with the No Chance Sand King and the Lifestealer in the hands of Mr. Crowley. Crowley playing the carry role while Blizzard plays mid. I mean, this is not something we see very often. We have seen Blizzard play the mid role a couple of times when they are his heroes, Shadow Fiend being one of them. But apart from Shadow Fiend, I haven't really seen Blizzard play Lina, so it's going to be interesting to see how he pulls and how he does. He is against a decent matchup in the Razor. Lina has a lot of range and a lot of nuke damage, so isn't too phased by all this damage that Razor steals. Only has to be worried though if the Razor... And yeah, there you go, Blizzard. I mean... Oh, wait. Okay. Well, no, Abi is still going to take a bit of harass from No Chance. He might even actually end up going down because there's another stun available onto Blizzard. And Abi, he might end up dropping. Does have a Fairy Fire, so can survive for a while longer. But another right click from No Chance will do the trick. And No Chance finds first blood. Did he buy out? Doesn't look like it, but No Chance doing No Chance things. Picks up first blood. And Blizzard is going to be happy about that.
Yeah, that first blood is somewhat meaningless. In the sense that it doesn't secure any significant advantage for the mid
Yeah,
lane.
but Dante looks like he found the kill on Crowley, but might pay for it with his life. And No Chance once again picking that kill up early on, finding those kills. As a Sand King, it's really important you find these kills because you're heavily reliant on your blink to be useful in the mid game. And if you're not useful in the mid game, you'll never be useful as a Sand King. So even if you die and you buy out before dying, I think it's super worth it for the Sand King. Well, Techie's in the top lane. He didn't go for the Orb of Venom, so he can't really zone out all these heroes. Maybe if he went for the Orb of Venom with a couple more clarities, he could have just right-clicked the Sand King and the Witch Doctor to death. And then they would be relying on killing the Techies, and that's a good position you want to be in. If they're after your Techies, well, Techies can turn around, use Blast Off, deny himself, and it looks like that was the plan, but he just gets stunned up this time.
Yeah, so when you're running any sort of a try or dual lane, the aim is to, as a support, to keep the other support occupied so that your core can farm. And Signify doing just that. They're killing these supports over and over again, almost giving Crowley a 1v1 versus the Phantom Lancer, and I think he's going to be okay with that. Hold on a second. Is Swifty's playing the Batrider, right?
No, Swifty is not playing for this one. It's actually Swifty setting out. It's Negi playing the Batrider, and Dante... On his Discord pony, he might go down here. Tries to get a stun on Crowley, is successful, but the Maledict will take him down. Pasol picking up another for himself.
Okay.
And
think there's more action up top?
Nah, they're gonna have to back off.
Okay.
And Dante. I mean, I'm not sure who the carry is in this top lane. It looks like it is the Leshrac, but well, he isn't really farming like a carry. He's dying
this
every
lane is
single
gonna get
time.
harder. I think Crowley with the open wounds and the boots
and the rage.
Now. Yeah, we'll just run him down.
I mean, there's not much he can do, especially with Maledict and Sand
There's not
King
much
in his lane.
either one of these supports can do.
Oh yeah, Techies. Looks like he might be the next one to end up falling. Dante does manage to find the stun on Pasol, but Pasol has already used the spells. Adiman tries to turn around, gets a decent amount of damage off on Pasol, and Pasol is silenced. Another right click would have finished the job, but no chance. Just wreaking havoc on these backlines, forcing the Cortal to reconsider, and looks like he might just pick up the kill here.
Yeah.
Right click 1, right click 2. The Caustic Finale is doing its work, slowing him down. Meanwhile, Arby just drops in the middle lane. The Caustic is going to pop once again, so that's going to slow down the Cortal. Does No Chance die for this? Yes, he does. Pops the mango, goes forward, but he might pay for it with his life, and indeed he will.
This time he buys out.
Another kill.
He buys out.
Oh, he buys out though.
He bought the Ring of
Tranquils.
Hell.
Oh, yeah. And while all this was happening, Blizzard actually managed to kill Arby all by himself. So Blizzard, despite not playing mid very often, is still a menacing threat.
So, fun fact for those of you about Signify, they're going to find Abi again.
Yeah, it looks like they might find Abi again, but this time, looks like it's going to be turned around as Adiman comes in with a Suicide Squad and they actually find the kill onto Blizzard as well as No Chance.
Yeah. Adiman, good rotation coming up from him on the Techies. There's certain questions I have of this Nefarious draft. For one, that safe lane looks kind of greedy.
Yeah.
Leshrac, Cortal, and Techies, they aren't great laners. I'm not sure what they're meant to do as two supports and one core in the safe lane. I'm not I mean, so sometimes
no, Adiman.
No blast off. He's got the blast off.
He can deny himself, but he looks like he just might get chain stunned to death. I mean, Blizzard is here. He has the Dragon Slave. He's trying to get the deny off, but he's not successful. Wiggles his tail and ends up falling. It was a valiant attempt, but blast off has a big cast point. So, oh, cheeky stun there by Blizzard, just catching him on the edge there. Top lane, Dante once again in trouble. This tri-lane really working out for Signify. This is going to be the third time they kill Dante, and Dante just accepted his fate.
Yeah.
Just stands there in place and doesn't move. like a deer in headlights.
I think this is a good bit of shot calling from Crowley, who usually calls the shots. Adiman whiffing on that blast off there. But yeah, I think the idea of just having an aggressive tri-lane versus the Kotl and the Leshrac and the Techies is great. Techies has tried to spend most of his time just finding himself to be somewhat useful in this tri-lane, and he can't do too much.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Top lane once again.
What can the Kotl do really?
I mean, no chances of body blocking Dante, and Dante, well, he's not having a fun time. Crowley pops the open wounds, pops the rage, and there's no way he dies here.
Yeah.
Dante is going to end up falling. But Soul might pay for it with his life. The creeps are pounding away on him, but the Burrow Strike from No Chance secures his retreat. And Crowley still has a whole bunch of creeps to farm. So
I'm going to give you some fun facts here. Crowley played the one position back when he was in Invisible Wings. That was his team before he joined Entity.
Okay.
And Entity was his team before he joined Signify. So he's played a lot of one position. He's familiar with that role really well. You said we don't see Blizzard mid too much, but he plays a lot of mid in his pubs. And a fair amount of the offlane as well. He's usually not playing the one position. No chance. I rarely ever see him playing the support role in his pubs. Crowley now plays a lot of the support role in his pubs. No Chance is more of a core player. He's a core player waiting to happen.
I mean, clearly, he's just chasing down Kotl here behind his own tower. Burrow strikes forward, finds the kill. But this time, Dante on the Disco Pony might be able to find No Chance. I mean, he's sort of juke and make him reconsider his stun, and he's actually going to end up being successful. But the lightning should slow him down, take him down. He doesn't have mana for a Burrow Strike, so he might just end up dropping here. But Pasul comes in with the cask, Maledict as well. Dante still has a lot of HP, so he can chase for this kill. But Crowley on the Lifestealer, intimidating Dante, sending him back to his own tower.
I think No Chance's body blocks versus the Leshrac a couple of minutes ago were phenomenal. There's a very... I mean, there is one way of dealing with an enemy when they're excessively body blocking you, and that's just to hit the edge button. Just hold, let him keep moving around in circles, and then just cut right or left. That's one way of dealing with somebody who's excessively trying to body block you. Dante instead tried to wriggle out of No Chance's way.
No Chance once again actually dodging the Kotl Illuminate there, and he's just going to be able to TP out. But nah, Dante. This time around will finally find the kill on No Chance, and pesky Scorpion Man can't get away with everything.
No Chance is pushing his luck too much, but he's going to come back into the lane with Infused Raindrops if he wants it. And yeah, he's picked up the Infused Raindrops, and now it just gets a lot harder for them to kill him.
Oh yeah. Now he's going to be not taking a lot of damage from the stun. Looks like he is going to be moving mid though, where RV is seeing a lot of damage from Blizzard, but Blizzard has a haste rune, so he's going to be okay.
Look at...
bottom lane?
Yeah, look at the bottom lane.
Well, looks like Neki has managed to find the lasso on Mr. Lava Lava, and he does not have a doppelganger. Does have the Wander, and looks like that's going to be enough to dissuade Neki from chasing. So Neki uses the lasso, doesn't find a kill.
Oh, Lena's dropping low.
Abi doesn't have the plasma field. Looks like there might be a turnaround, and indeed there is. Blizzard with the Laguna Blade finds the kill. And the Techies player being in character, commending his teammate for dying there. Negi, looks like he might end up dropping here, but with the Firefly, he's going to make it to the high ground where he ends up surviving. And now No Chance is chasing for Mr. Lava. Lava has a Burrow Strike up and ready, but don't think he has the range for it. With the Windlace and Triangles, might be able to close it, but no! Adiman comes in with the blast of the stun, connects on Mr. Lava Lava, but he actually ended up surviving there. Adiman once again with the clutch rotation.
Yep.
On the Techies.
The only kills that Nefarious are finding is when Signify will extend.
Yeah, and looks like Abi might just end up dropping. Never mind. Blizzard doesn't have the Laguna Blade.
Greedy lanes coming up from Nefarious. Certain parts of that draft look really good, like having the Razor versus the Lifestealer. But the support picks are a little all over the place.
Yeah, looks like Dante might be in some trouble here. He is open wound up, and Crowley's race is going to wear off. He can turn around and use a Split Earth, but Crowley can just bring him down if he does that. And looks like Crowley's going to have to back off. So I think it's safe to say that this top tri-lane has been successful for Signify.
Oh, yeah.
They've picked up level 7 on Crowley. Dante is not doing well at all.
Dante has less net worth than No Chance.
Oh my god, and Abi just getting chased to his own shrine there by No Chance. Not something you see very often. And this Razor, despite having a decent-ish start,
Is
got
no
ganked
chance
a couple of
six?
times.
No, not
no
yet.
chance of not 6. But he has the Butter Strike. He's going to find it. Blizzard is going to come in with the Light Strike area. And with the Laguna Blade, he should find the kill, but he won't even expend it. He's going to save it for future kills. And looks like the future kill might be Dante. No chance. Has a Butter Strike up and ready. Tranquil Boots back off cooldown in 4 seconds. So they can chase Dante. There is a Cortal waiting, but it's only a Cortal. He can't really stop from getting kills. But Dante can. Drops the stun onto Blizzard, but Crowley dives the tower, comes in from behind, and gives a good old choco to Leshrac. Leshrac is going to end up falling. No chance. He's just going to get mana leaked up and has to take a bunch of tower hits. He's going to survive. He has Sandstorm. Yeah, he doesn't care. He is the epitome of I don't give a F. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Negi picks up the Phantom Lancer.
Jesus.
I mean, this is blood all over the map for Signify.
I think you pick the PL versus the Batrider. That is a matchup that can go either way, especially when the PL gets a little bit of help, because obviously Doppelganger does remove sticky napalm stacks, but its cooldown is rather high at level 1. So you want to help out the PL and then leave him when he's self-sufficient. Maybe once he picks up the treads, the wand, when he can be the one applying pressure onto the Batrider, that's when you want to leave the PL alone. But this PL from the start, been left to his own devices, he's really struggling in that weird off lane of his.
Yeah, and Negi is dropping fairly low. Dante is here. He should find the stun onto Negi, but Negi is a speedy bugger, so it's hard for Dante to find that stun.
Lightning Storm? Does he have vision?
He does have vision, but I don't think he wants to commit for
So
that.
I think the Leshrac should have been playing along with the PL from the very beginning. The support picks are what... Yeah, but I think that's how I would have used this Leshrac. The support pickups really don't make sense to me.
Yeah, I mean,
because both of them want space. Both of them offer 0 lockdown. The Cortal one's that Ags, but Cortal, he's sitting in his lane and he's trying to, I don't know what he's trying to do, help out the Leshrac as much as possible. Suddenly, Nefarious have woken up.
Nefarious are trying to make these aggressive moves, but they might be a bit too aggressive. Blizzard is dropping low. Has to be careful not to die here. Pasola is going to come in as well, and the Laguna Blade right onto the Phantom Lancer's face with the Maledict.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I think I have to bring this up, that Signify supports can actually back up their cores meaningfully, while the Nefarious supports can't. Now, Nefarious went to dive, Pasol was there to punish.
Yeah,
Signify go to dive,
no chance was there.
Keeper of the Light just stands on his horse and runs away. And Dante walks up into the enemy high ground.
God, yeah, oh wait, he does want to just juke the stun in the LSA, but looks like he still might go down to the right clicks. It's gonna get evaded at the last moment, and Adiba just jumps in with the blast off. The landmines finishing off Pasol.
Yeah. So that was a really greedy move coming up from the Leshrac.
Wait, no chance. Is he going to take another mine? He is. And looks like he might just end up dropping here. Lower. Picks up the kill, but Crowley manages to find the Razor somewhere.
Yep.
What is going on in this game?
How does Crowley kill Razor? Was that the Batrider helping? I'm not sure.
I mean, it might have been that the static link is on cooldown and Crowley just goes in with the open wounds and picks up the kill. Or it could have also been that Abi just goofed up and dropped his items on the ground. And then pick them back up.
Yep.
Well, Mr. Lover on his Phantom Lancer. He went for this Max Spirit Lance build against someone. Oh wait, he might just end up dropping here. The Light Strike area is going to miss though, so it's going to make sure he doesn't end up falling. Yeah, as I was saying, when you're playing this Phantom Lancer, you want to max Doppelganger, especially against heroes like Batrider, because that actually makes sure that you can survive Batrider in lane. Otherwise, despite you dispelling off 5 sticky napalm charges, Batrider just builds up 5 more, and then he starts fireflying you, and then he lassos you, and then he kills you.
I think now the Nefarious lineup looks somewhat a little more effective. The deck he's finding kills because he's also forcing how freely Signify
Oh my
moves.
god, look at this. The Disco Pony, not afraid at all, and looks like he might pay for it with his life. I mean, Dante is just moving in from part to part of the map, but...
Are you reading the subtext behind that well played that Crowley spam?
Yep, the Laguna Blade. Highly unnecessary there, but...
And Crowley still ended up getting the last hit.
Oh, I see. That's very interesting. Oh, the mines? The mines? Yeah. Crowley, spawning it at the last moment does end up taking a lot of damage.
They're okay.
I mean,
has
the techies...
Has Pasol got an urn?
No, I think... he's got an urn.
That's okay.
Classic Pasol.
No, I mean, they're going to need it. The mines will keep causing issues.
Wait, Blizzard actually drops to the mines once again. Nefarious. Okay, if Nefarious win this game, I'm going to say it's going to be on the back of the techies. And that's when we can, I think, safely say that Techies is a good hero.
Single-handedly, if they win.
I mean, look at to Dante. I mean, this man, he knows no fear.
Yep.
I don't think he knows the difference between... yeah, he's just gonna get death warded up. He gets maledicted. Like, what is he thinking?
That was unnecessary.
I mean, he's just running into heroes without any backup.
He's died thrice like that after the laning phases come to an end.
I mean, if he was Envy and if he was in the offlane, I can understand this move. But he's not Envy, and no chance is actually gonna miss that stun. Uncharacteristic of him, but looks like the Razor still might die. There is the LSE that is going to connect onto him. Techies comes in with the blast off, trying to finish off the Pasol, but Pasol is actually going to end up falling. Abi picks up that one. In fact, they might just be able to turn it around. Abi is stealing a bunch of damage with Blizzard. With the final Dragon Slave, finds the kill. Negi on the back lines managed to clean up the Techies, it seems like. And looks like it's going to be the Phantom Lancer. No, wait, it was the Kotl next. My bad. Dante once again comes back and... is he looking to go in once again? I hope not. I really hope not. Okay, yeah, he's just gonna farm the creeps. Thank goodness. I mean, I can understand if he's a supportless track, because if you don't have initiation, you need to run in like that and you need to start the fight somehow. And the best way to start a fight in those kind of scenarios is where you just pray to God that you land your stun with the help of the lightning. But he's a position 1 and he needs that farm going for himself, so... Not too sure you should be going around the map trying to secure kills without backup. I think he at least needs the Phantom Lancer behind him. Yeah. That's the only hero he can kill with. Blizzard, looks like he was eyeing up the Left Strike, and Left Strike is going to end up falling. Blizzard picks it up with the Light Strike array. The Kotl might be next. It is a level 2 Laguna Blade coming back off cooldown in 4 seconds, but it may not be needed, as the right clicks from Blizzard are enough to do the job. Phase boots, double null tallies, helping him out in the right click department. And looks like they still might go for more here. Pasol, well, he does get lanced up by Mr. Lava Lava, but Mr. Lava Lava does not have a diffusal blade, so Pasol is going to be fine. Techies.
Yeah. Adiman could have triggered that mine when Pasol was going for, I don't know, the D ward, or where he dropped a sentry and wanted to bring down the mine. If Adiman triggered it, the Witch Doctor would take damage and maybe the PL had some kill potential. But yeah, these are like really desperate situations. Nefarious, they're looking for scraps. They're looking for Signify to goof up. What happened?
Wait, so apparently Nefarious are using unregistered players? That's interesting. So they have... Wait, these 3 heroes I know. I don't think I recognize the Keeper of the Light, though. Now that he mentions it. I recognize Adiman. I recognize Mr. Lava Lava. I recognize Dante. Although I don't recognize 11X.
I think Mr. Lava Lava is Lips of an Angel, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, what's going on? Yeah, it's the Keeper of the Light. Sure. It's 11X.
Wait, he is registered.
Never mind. Let the admins do their thing. But when you... I don't know. So I thought they picked Techies with a plan. It's clear they didn't. I think they picked 4 heroes without a plan. The only one who seems to be having some sort of an impact in this game for the side of Nefarious is the Razor. The rest of them really not contributing that much. I'm a bit saddened. I'm a bit saddened that Nefarious didn't give their 100% to this.
Oh yeah.
And they know they're a good team. They know they play a lot better. They made up better stuff. And yeah, a 15,000 net worth advantage 16 minutes in. That's 1,000 gold a minute. That's a breach candy kid's pocket money. And Signify.
Yeah, that's more than some people's salaries. That's more than some people's salaries.
Yep, indeed. Good stuff coming up from Signifier. They're just cruising through the game. Has no chance picked up his Blink Dagger.
Okay, let's do a... no chance.
Can we take a look at items?
He actually has better plans. He's killed up the Heart of Taras.
Can we take a look at items?
Yeah. So we go over here. We press this button. Ta-da! Oh, my bad. There we go. What? There we go. So these are what the items are looking like for Signify. Crowley almost finishing up his Radiance. You have the Batrider up on Negi. Hell, he even has a Boots of Travel. So this is going to be a speedy Batrider. If he lassos someone, he's going to be going in deep into the enemy territory. No chance as well as getting quite close to his blink. Yeah, he has gold for the blink.
You know what's a more fun item to buy on the Sand King?
What is it?
Like a legit better first item if you have a good start.
What is it?
I say straight up bags. It is a really strong item. Straight up bags.
That's actually not. I mean, I think I saw. I think I've seen an axe without a blink dagger before.
It is. If you're getting that much gold this early on, and I think No Chance can get it. He has the space for it. Straight up axe is a lot more impactful. It is actually an impactful item. I'm not kidding. It seems like an item for the lulls. Yeah, it's huge. And you can go in, you can go out with the burrow strike, and while you're going out, you're stunning people. It's a strong item, and it's a little bit of stats as well.
You know, I actually saw Sam H do this build once with TNC, if you remember correctly, where he just itemized to be really tanky on the Sand King. He went for Crimson Guard, Pipe.
That's maybe blink or skip the blink and just go Crimson Guard Pipe.
Yeah. I think that was more probably like a frontline Sand King than a burrow striking, sneaky Sand King.
It works. I like that.
It certainly does work.
But you know what happens if you play the 4 or the offlane Sand King, unless so timing really matters, right? So if you're getting your Crimson Guard and your Pipe by 16 minutes or 18 minutes or 19 minutes, you're usually foregoing your blink to get it. If you try blink into both of those items, by the time you get them, those items might be meaningless.
Yeah, exactly. Like, these items have a specific timing window.
Where they're strong.
Yep. And I think for Vanguard, it's somewhere around the 9 to 10 minute mark. For the Hood, it's quite similar. Both are very similarly priced. The Hood costs around 1.7k gold. The Vanguard costs 2,050 gold, if I'm correct. And a bit more than 2,050. And if you get those items early on, they really do tend to add up, because that's the stage where some carries, if they tend to do bad in the lanes, they still stick around for another 3 to 4 minutes before eventually moving out to other lanes to farm over there. And that's where the Vanguard really shines, because it allows you to be up in the face while they're trying to farm, so they don't get those levels to recover. Yeah. And then they're not able to go to another lane.
I like to see those kind of items on the Night Stalker.
Yeah, the Vanguard, the Crimson Guard, the Pipe.
Yeah. The problem is, I haven't played Night Stalker in a while, and I felt that off late is really difficult to find farm on him.
Yeah, I think the offlane now always has to be a hero who can either has ways of recovering in the jungle, or B is really good in dual lanes.
So Night Stalker is good in dual lanes.
Yeah,
but he sucks at farming. I really wish a nerfed version of the Iron Talon comes back. Not so that it's really a discount Midas for a lot of heroes. Like, if I was a Night Stalker and I had an Iron Talon, I'd be like, okay, I can still catch up. I can still farm in the daytime. I don't need the night time to go farm. Anyway, folks, it looks like we're having some sort of an issue with a certain player being unregistered. We're going to let the admins figure this out. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break. This is Vivek and Floki. You're watching the ESL India Premiership. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with Signify versus Nefarious.
Alright folks, I am back and Vivek is back with me as well. Looks like the issue has been sorted out.
So they are using an unregistered player. The rule is you get them a warning first, and in the next game they get a level 1 penalty. For now the game goes on. You're watching Signify versus Nefarious, and Dante, with that pause, he's popped a couple of pills, he's suddenly woken up, he's had his cup of coffee, and he finds his first kill in the game? Or second?
Fourth, in fact.
Fourth.
Yeah, he's been getting kills, but he's been dying as well, which is why we haven't been
I think he killed No Chance, who was sitting on a lot of unreliable gold. Did No Chance commit to the blink?
Yeah, he committed to the blink. He bought up before he died.
Signify, 14,000 net worth advantage.
I mean...
17 minutes in. Negi on top of the net worth charts. I've seen Negi on top of the net worth charts. It usually involves him getting a boost. So the thing about Negi, and this is something I've noticed, he either needs a boost or he needs a good matchup to really shine in the laning phase. Otherwise, he usually ends up struggling.
Yeah, I think
he's not. He needs help sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you can see he sort of maximize his farm here, but stumbles upon mud golems and it's not too good for him. While Blizzard just picks up a kill onto the Phantom Lancer. Mr. Lava not having a good time. First against the Batrider, then against the Lina. How do you think Nefarious come back in this game?
Techies.
Okay. Can you elaborate on what this Techies has to do this game? Like just stack up remote mines, or should he go around the map planting proximity mines?
I think he takes the damage silent and beats the shit out of Signify.
It's gonna take 40-45 minutes before that happens.
Well, what is Techies picked up?
An Arcane Boots, I think. Yeah, Arcane Boots, Soul Ring, finding the first stuff. I think the Yules might be better this game though.
Why the Yules?
You can lasso the Batrider as soon as he blinks in if you're quick enough.
Oh, you can Yule the Batrider.
Yeah, and now Dante is going to end up falling. Looks like he's going to get lassoed back. Negi has an napalm stacks. No chance. He's going to come in. Finds 2-1 Burrow Strike with the blink. And Kotl, as a result, will end up going down as well. Crowley inside the ancient Granite Golem. Just pounding away onto Abi with the Radiance and shows him who's boss.
And this is one way for Signify to siege.
Oh, yeah.
No chance. Look, no chance has Tranquil Boots. But no, if he dies to the side, yeah, he's dead.
Oh
he's
my god. And they're all dropping low. Wait, Pasol, the mine.
And they got own charges on Pasol. They should heal up.
Oh, but
this
mine. Is it gonna pop?
Trigger.
Oh, trigger. Oh no, Pasol is gonna end up surviving. And now those mines are gonna get blown up. No, wait, they're not gonna get blown up. But they're just gonna get bought down. Okay, then.
Negi's dealing with that. Yeah. Adiman should be
popping them?
Yeah, popping them. At least doing damage. Instead of just letting them being brought down by a couple of auto attacks.
Yeah, Blizzard. Oh, he did get rooted up there, but no immediate follow because there are no blink daggers on Nefarious and no instant initiation. I think the closest they have to an initiation in this game is just Techies going in and silencing a bunch of people with a blast.
I think it's Phantom Lance.
Yeah, he probably rushes in like a madman, doppelganger, starts pounding away.
Has Leshrac picked up any item beyond like a couple of... He's looking towards the drums.
He's found the drums.
I think
20 minutes in.
Yeah, I think this game he builds something like an Atos. Maybe even a Yules. I don't know if he prioritizes survivability and just goes into something like the Aeon Disc. But he's got to survive. There is a lack of lockdown on the side of Nefarious. And I think maybe he compensates by getting the Atos. For now, Signify, they found the tier 2 tower down bottom. They're going to start to group up, find tier 2 towers at will, and hopefully look to close out the game. The problem is they want to be doing this with Vision. No chances even queued up the gem on the Sand King.
I mean, Vision is looking good for Signify. They have wards and aces where they want to see. Yeah, they also got the gem now.
Queued up. It's queued up. He's buying it up.
Yeah, he's going for the heart first. Priority set for this man. Well, Pasol in the bottom lane is actually doing quite well for himself. He has another item. Nah, those are wards. What am I even thinking? Position 5s don't get anything more than an urn in a game of Dota.
Up top, Signify.
Yeah, I mean...
claiming a tier 2 tower. I think Adiman on the Techies... I don't know how he ended up falling.
He killed himself with a suicide. With a blast off.
Okay, I'm not
sure. It deals 50% of your HP. So when you're below 50% HP, you can pop it and you can die.
Okay.
Counts as a deny.
I'm not sure what made him do that, but I think he should be warding his high ground, or rather setting up for a high ground push coming out from Signify. I think if you're the Techies, it is an interesting hero because you have to think about movements across the map on a more macro perspective, and Adiman clearly hasn't exhibited too much of that. The last set of mines we saw was for that bottom tier 2.
Oh my god, hold that thought. Crowley's just picking up kills left, right and center. Mr. Lava is going to doppelganger away. Negi might just end up falling here, but no. Leshrac is actually getting chased by the Lina. Blizzard is going to be able to clean him up. And now, Signify just rolling over Nefarious. Nefarious is just turning over and dying.
Oh yeah.
It seems like they have no idea how to deal with this.
Yeah, so he's in the Ancient. He has True Sight as well. So he's got the HP of an Ancient, and he can just go around. I think he has True Sight when he's in the Ancient, if I'm not mistaken.
And he's just playing Minesweeper.
Exactly. So he's just cleaning up on mines and soaking up as much damage as possible. Like I mentioned, as a Techies, you got to think of map movements on a slightly more macro perspective. Adiman not demonstrating any of that. He's he wants to be warding high ground. He wants to already have mines at Roshan 10 minutes ago, but he hasn't done any of this.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, techies, the game is drawing to an end, and at best, he can drop a couple of mines at his tier 3 right now.
Yeah, and now looks like Signify is going to be able to claim Roshan from the back of this lead now with those Light Strike Arrays and the Fury Souls.
Yep.
I mean, look at the double damage. It's doing so much work. Lina, you don't really think of her as a DPS-oriented hero, but man, she can pound away in the mid stages of the game. And she gets items like the Shadow Blade. I've even seen some Brazilian and South American players itemize a completely right-click sort of Lina. They just pick up the Shadow Blade, they follow it up with an axe, then they go BKB Dateless, and then they pick themselves up.
Not just Brazilian, even SCCC. It's one of his favorite builds on the Lina.
It's a fun build in all honesty. I don't think Lina should really be a spell casting hero. I think she has a lot of potential as a carry.
Right click, yeah.
And in fact, I think she's one of the few mid lane heroes that can actually be a position 1 for her team if a team doesn't have a position 1.
Yeah, I think she's very versatile. I also think that she can step in to the role that Leshrac plays in these 2-1-2 lanes. She could be a replacement for the Leshrac. She could very much do what the Leshrac does. Her mana cost is even further reduced. She's got a better stun. She's got more range. She's got attack speed and movement speed from the Fury Souls. And I think if this meta of running 2 heroes in each side lane persists, we might see more teams pick up the Lina more often.
Yeah, I think Lina is a very strong 1v1 hero in the mid lane. The only problem is... Oh, Negi is just going to jump in and is able to drag back Arby into the waiting arms of Blizzard, who just pops a Laguna Blade at his face. Arby pops the Blade Mail, but it's a bit too late. And now Dante might be in some trouble. He's popped the Pulse Nova, but the stun is going to come in. The Light Strike Array as well. Blizzard is wicked sick. 24 minutes into the game, 25k net worth for Signify. They're just keeping up. I don't see how Nefarious come back in this game. There are no mines available for techies, but they're just going to play. I mean, they got to make most of that. Okay.
I think a lot of
man with a death wish.
Yeah, a lot of Dota 2 India has questions on how to deal with techies. I think you see the answer in front of you.
Yeah, and now Mr. Lava Lava is going to end up dropping. And the Maledict opponent should take him down. Yeah, and now the Kotal is going to be in trouble as used up in the air by Blizzard and cleaned up as well.
So, Lifestealer plus Ancient plus Gem. And those mines aren't too much of a problem, really. I think that's one way of dealing with the techies, yeah. I think Signify are doing this perfectly.
I mean, look at the techies, man.
No bombs. Wait. What? Please push bot. I swear no bombs. Okay. Ha!
Liar. I can't seem to draw. Never mind. Might be a glitch. Oh, looks like Avi once again ended up dropping. Blade Mail a bit too late there. Blizzard just cleaning up on this Razor, and I'm pretty sure RP doesn't care two hoots about this game. Well, Nefarious just seeing the structures fall. Not much they can do here when you don't have any form of initiation. And Crowley just picks himself up a few bonus last hits. Adiman commits the Sudoku, but doesn't catch anyone. And now Negi on the back lines managed to find the Kotal. Blizzard comes in, but the last hit is taken by Negi with the help of the Firefly. The Kotal is going to buy back. He's going to do his best to hold on. Nefarious, they're not going to give up so easily. Never say die. The game is never over until the Ancient falls. And Nefarious, well, they're certainly showing us that. They have a warrior spirit. They don't back down so easily. Well, they're just going to watch the structures fall, I guess. And then watch the Ancient fall. I think we should just call it at this point. I mean, there's not much you can do. Pasol once again. I mean, wow, he picked up a kill all by himself onto Dante. Meanwhile, up back top, RP's gonna end up dropping low. Blizzard, his Aegis does get popped. But that's only an Aegis, and Adiman once again trying to commit suicide. He'll end up... Nah, he didn't actually manage to kill himself, and now Dante might be in some trouble. Crowley has the rage in a few seconds if he wants to go back in. Might just pop it and go there, but on the back lines, Blizzard, he just managed to pick up Mr. Lava, and Crowley, in characteristic fashion, dives the base. There's a gem in there, and Blizzard picks himself up a Desolator, just wants to end this game.
GG, well played comes out. Nefarious, they tried.
Oh yeah, they're finally done with this.
I think they could have tried harder though. Signify just cruising through this game. A 27-minute victory, a 37,000 net worth advantage. Signify, Just outclassing Nefarious here. Anyway, folks, that's it as far as today's Dota 2 broadcast is concerned for the ESL India Premiership. My name is Vivek. With me is Floki. We'll see you again tomorrow at 8 PM IST.
Alrighty then. Well, this is what we have for you guys in today's edition of the ESL India Premiership 2018 Summer Seasons Masters League. Brought to you by Omen by HP, HyperX and Intel, and presented to you by Nordin Gaming and ESL India. I'm your host Wagish Godslebhan, and I once again will be bidding you goodbye with the message that, hey, please like and subscribe our page on YouTube and, of course, on Facebook, Nordin Gaming and ESL India Premiership, the page there. And, of course, while you're at it, don't forget to press the bell icon so that you don't miss any further updates from us. But till next time, that's literally tomorrow. Cheers.
This is the first ever Omen X laptop for gamers that go to extremes. Gear up with the machine designed for total domination and engineered for gaming in stunning 4K. Equipped with the latest Intel Core processors, it gives you the power to be relentless. With a 17.3-inch diagonal screen and desktop-class graphics, you get maximum performance to be victorious anywhere. With multiple fans and large exhaust vents, heat is transferred away from critical components for dynamic overclocking. Ramp up boot times, game loading, and overall system responsiveness with optional RAID 0 SSD configurability. An RGB LED backlit mechanical keyboard lets you program each individually lit key to create customized key maps that switch seamlessly between games. With 2.5mm travel and in-key rollover, you can take out your competition with more accuracy and precision. Designed for extreme immersion, DTS Headphone X technology comes built in for surround sound experience that puts you right in the middle of the action. With the addition of a VR headset, gamers can step inside a completely immersive world for an elevated gaming experience. Single panel access to key components makes serviceability and upgrading easy, so you won't be sidelined or held back on your road to supremacy. It has a brushed aluminum finish on an armor-like chassis. A jet fighter-like construction with hidden lift hinges ensures you're always at the ready. And with striking lighting effects and see-through window to components, others will know too. Unleash your fiercest gameplay anywhere with the extreme performance of the new Omen X laptop.
That was beast.
Game, record, and stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.